Alright, you don't know how to build a house. That's a common problem that everybody has when playing this game. Well, don't worry. I'm here to tell you how to build an epic house. So, rule number one, you're playing survival, you gotta work with what you got, right? So, it's just, you know, uh, and there you go. There's your house. That's the video. Bye bye. I'm obviously just kidding. I mean, yeah, this would suffice for a couple days, but this, you don't want to live in this. Trust me, you don't want to live in this. You also don't. You also don't want to live next to these guys. Trust me, they suck. Just get rid of them. They don't add anything to the property of your house. They take away from it. You don't want them there. So now you may be asking, well, how do I build a good house? Well, you gotta find some good land. So this is pretty good. You don't want this. You don't want it. Take it down. Always take it down. It just takes up space in it, and you get your materials back. It's good for a couple. It's good for the first few days, but no, just no, no, no. If I see you live in that, I will come to your house and I will kill you. It's not too hard to find either because it looks like that. Also, this guy's not a part of it. Just ignore him. He's just gonna be there. So, well, first of all, if this is pretty much all you're working with, well, there's simple things you could do to make it better. First of all, no, don't use that. Don't. Just don't, okay? Use this instead. This. It's not that hard. You smelt stone and then you craft it into this. It's not that hard. Next, you're going to want windows. Windows spice up every house, all right? And I'm not talking about the one on my computer. Am I right? Am I right? Anyway, I'm here all night, folks. Um, Preferably panes. That's really hard to say. You're also gonna want a nice roof. I typically go for slabs. Slabs, yes. Here they are. So these are the basic materials you could work with when making a house. You get your door, basic. So what you could do is you could start off with. I usually like to start off with like a little entrance, like that. So this is the little entryway right here. First of all, what you want to do is you want to kind of lay out your house, right? So just kind of expand it off in different directions. So like maybe we could go here, maybe add a little curve there, you know, give it some character. You don't want to live in a noob cube because that's what they call them, and that's what they'll be calling you in high school. I know, my name is Noob Cube Johnson, even though my name isn't Johnson. Don't worry about it. And well, there you go. There you go. It's epic. Trust me. Why do I have another door? I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. Next, next. Very unprofessional. I know. Um. So next thing, build up the walls. Always make it. Always give yourself enough headspace. Always do that. I usually like to build around holes. I'm gonna give me a second. Time. I no set time. D- set time day. I, you know what? How do I make it day again? How do I set day? Is that okay? Yeah, sure, that'll work. You want to give yourself a decent amount of room between the walls here, but if you don't want too big of a window, so you just want to divide it like that sometimes, you know? So kind of like that. Add a bit of that here, a bit of that there. You know, you want a good amount of windows. You want to make your house feel nice. Because nobody wants to live in just a completely dark house. Okay, maybe some people do, but those people are weirdos. You know, do that, you divide them again. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Windows. So, you know, not every single wall needs to have a window. And, you know, you build. Worry about where you're going to put stuff later. Let's make a window there. Yeah. Okay. So now you get your general layout here. You know, you fill it in with the glass panes. Like that. Exactly like this. If you're not doing it like this, you're doing it wrong and you're probably not a very smart person. Because this is pretty easy, you know? It's so easy, even I can do it. And, you know, we've established this. So yeah, you get the windows. Never do that. Just waste a large chunk of your time and life. I mean, you know, you're playing this game, you're already pretty much wasting your life. So yeah, you get the general layout here. Now you just install the roof. I like to do this as my roofs, but you can use stairs. This typically takes a decent chunk of time. But, you know, you gotta have a roof. You can add a second. I typically like to add a second floor, but, you know, this is supposed to be a simple house. It's supposed to have all of your necessities here. It doesn't need to be much. Well, you know, unless you're like really far into the game, you want to build a big house, then yeah, this might not do. It will do for the time. It's not too bad. You know, you just build the roof. Okay, this is not the most interesting part, but you know, building houses is not very interesting in general. Just rinse and repeat till you get a good roof, and then you replace the floor. Never. Rule number one: never have a dirt floor. Well, there's sand in here, but you know what I mean. Don't be smart with me. This is easier when you have a shovel in survival mode, because then you could dig faster, I guess. And then yeah, you do that to the floor. Don't worry about it. You fill in the floor with the blocks. You can use slabs if you want. Nobody's gonna look. Nobody's gonna judge, and it'll save you on resources. Unless you make too much. Either way, if you're gonna make slabs, you might as well just make enough slabs for the floor as well. Because, you know, when you start out, you don't have much. You gotta work for all the stuff you want. Yeah, do that. Get out of here. Yeah, okay, so, you know. just fill in the floor pretty much. I know it's not interesting, but you want to live, right? You want to live in a good house. There you go. There's your house. So, generally speaking, this is a basic Minecraft house, right? It's nothing too hard here. You gotta fill in the roof, you know. Uh, I, I can't. Don't. Okay? Just don't. I don't. I don't. If I don't, then you don't. What am I talking about? I'll figure that out in a second. But I'm trying to make roof building more interesting than it actually is, because in reality, nobody likes to do this. How about we have a nice little chat? Hey, how's it going? I'm kind of an idiot. Uh, but you should definitely listen to me and eat your vegetables and do your homework and stay in school and don't do drugs and I don't know, just be a good boy. Don't watch any of my other content. I gotta make that clear. So yeah, you get the generally shut up. So generally, this is just a basic house design. Not much to it, but it's functional. The door is still there. There's a couple ways you can spice this up. Um, it's easy to make. Give me. I warned you. All right. It's easy to make. Just really just need it. I, I really, really, really am losing my patience with you. It's easy to make. All you need is some sand, some stone, furnaces, a ton of wood. But it looks basic. It's the definition of basic. So how do you spice it up? One way you could do it is where is there it is. Incorporate some type of lock into there. And typically I like to do it in the corners like this. I wouldn't recommend birch because birch just doesn't look too great. But a bit of logs in the corners here adds character, Yo. Okay. Nope. It adds character. You can also orient the logs like this if you want to. And there you go. Add some logs. It adds a lot to it. But generally, you can also use different kinds of stone, like granite, diorite, deep slate's pretty cool, I guess. You don't want to use that. Just trust me on that one. How many of these things are... I really, really wish you would stop, alright? Another way you could spruce things up is, maybe using stained glass. So... something like that could make your house look really good. Don't be afraid to experiment with stuff, So now once you've got a basic house built up, you pretty much, put in all of your necessities, right? Find a place you'd like to set up. Once you do, set it up there. I like having tons of furnaces. You know, maybe you could, over time, like, hey, I want to make this something new. Oh, not like that. You want to alter a room for something, go for it. Like, could be used for storage. Store your items. You know, this is whoops. This is a basic house. You want to live in this. You're gonna want to live in this. I would recommend adding a second floor so you have more space. That's typically where I put a bedroom and my storage and my enchantment area. And well, yeah, that's how you. That's how. I don't know. All right, listen. This is what I got. Th- Listen, man. All right. Listen. You really need to die. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Don't set your base up near this place. It sucks. Stop looking at me. All right, bud. You know. Also, you want to light up the place. You don't want mobs spawning in here because mobs will spawn in here if it's too dark. You could use any light source here. You can use like soul torches, lanterns, or soul lanterns. These sea lanterns are usually pretty nice. You could do something like this where you do that, or maybe this. They also will still emit light if you place a carpet above them. You know, maybe put like lanterns down. You know, make it you. Make it you. Um. All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty much about it. That's pretty much all I got. This ran way longer than I thought it was. Um. This was supposed to be 10 minutes, and I fully apologize for that. Yeah, I have nothing else. I'm gonna go drown now. Bye.